Greetings, it's your girl B.A.Y.E Upcycle. I'm kind of in a moment right now. You guys, I deal with a lot of emotions coming and going and coming and going. And so I wanted to share something with you that I just came to the realization with myself and my parenting styles. We all know that children are born innocent and they are taught how to maneuver in this society. They're taught how to lie, how not to lie, how to be kind, how not to be kind, how to be courteous, how not to be courteous, how to be generous, how not to be generous. Everything that we do when we interact with them teaches them how to or how not to, because we know everything by the opposites. We know in because of out, we know up because of down, boy because of girl. We know everything by their opposites, hot because of cold. And one thing I realized just today, I have two children. I have a daughter who's the oldest, and I have a son. And one thing I realized is that I was really hard on my son when he was growing up. I was really hard on him. Times when I didn't need to be, but because of my past, the things I've experienced, it made me harder on him. He had to be perfect. He had to be right all the time. He had to not be me or his father. To the point to where sometimes I wasn't even allowing him to be him. And it's kind of like I was convicting him for our illnesses, for our sins, for our negative ways. I'm not saying I did it all the time. I just know there were certain situations that I did do it out of fear. I didn't want him to be a certain way. I didn't want him to have certain characteristics. And alhamdulillah, like all praises due to God, by the grace of God, he doesn't have those characteristics. They're not in him. But I wasted time focusing on that and not enough time focusing on him and who he is. And all he's ever wanted to do was just be accepted. Just be accepted and belong. And it starts with me as his mother, his primary caretaker. I have to take the responsibility of him not feeling accepted and him not feeling like he belongs. No matter what I tell my child does. Even at this young adult age that he is. He listens to me, he does it. I'm sharing this because as parents, it is important that we are mindful. As parents, it is important that we are mindful. And I'm going to say it again. As parents, it is important that we are mindful. Our children are not us. Our children are not going to experience the exact experiences verbatim from beginning to end like we did. They may have similar situations. They may go through similar things, but they are not us. They're not us. And although we have good intentions to protect our children, we have good intentions to instill good core values in them, we have to remember that they're not us. Especially when we choose to break certain cycles and we choose to remove them from certain environments that will cause them harm. And we're conscious of that. We don't have to be so rock hard on them that our protection becomes harmful emotionally for them. That's not, we have to be mindful. As mothers, we have to be mindful that when we have issues with men, that we don't put that off on our sons. And we don't make them so confused. We don't make them so emotional that we break them. As mothers, we have to be mindful that one day our daughters are going to be in the same roles that we are in. We're the first teachers. Are we out here teaching our daughters to respect themselves or to respect us? That's what I want to say. To respect us to the point that we're disrespectful to them and we downplay them. And then when our daughters go in the opposite direction as us, oh, I didn't raise you that way. But we did. When we teach our children to be independent and stand up for themselves and speak up for themselves, and then they stand up against us, and they speak up against us, are we dropping hammers on their heads for doing what we taught them? Because there comes a point when our children know what's right for them. I'm not here to bash parents. I'm not here to say that parents are bad parents. Parents is good parents. I'm here sharing my experience and my realization that I'm coming to now that my child is 20 years old. And some things I could have done differently. I'm here sharing that I convicted my child for the sins of his mother and his father. And I just want to share that we got to be mindful not to do that. Be mindful not to do that. I know I have some realizations with my daughter. I know that those will come. When they come, I'll be sure to share them as well. I have really good kids. They're really good people. They're very kind. And all praises to God for them. I am thankful that God allowed me to be their mother and that God allowed me to be in their life. Because they are great people. I know I can't make up for what I've done in the past. Amory and Nelson, I'm truly sorry for things that I've done that's ever hurt you so deeply. I am sorry. Time is almost up. I just wanted to share that with everybody. We could do this, women. We could do this. Great mothers. Until next time, peace.